Status! Currently writing an animation after the day of the hike. It's still fresh in my mind. We knew the day was gonna be good when the first thing that happened was getting lost on our way to the hike we were gonna go on. We were planning to go on Chesler's Park Loop. We were in Canyonlands National Park for spring break. When we finally found the hike, it was blocked. There was a park ranger sitting there, so we talked to him.
Oh yes, so I think you should probably go on Big Spring because it's like real pretty and it's like not as many people as the other one. And also it is 7.5 miles long, so it is shorter than the other hike, but it is really pretty and I think that's what you should do.
So we set off to go to Big Spring. Even the pathway to Big Spring was entertaining. There were some weird areas we had to climb up, and at one point, my dad was like, "Watch out for that snake in front of you," and we all thought he was kidding. Nope. When we finally got to the trailhead to split off into Big Spring, the trail marker had every hike marked on it except for Big Spring. We panicked because we all thought we had left our map behind. Thank goodness for my mom, who brought it. Even then, we still couldn't find which way to go. My dad had a hunch that the marker to our left that said BS1 was the right way to go. But then there was some guy that walked down a hill, so I asked him where to go. "You want to go to Big Spring?" "Yeah, I just walked down from there. Not a super hard hike. Yeah, bye." So we went in the direction he came from. What could go wrong? The hike was beautiful. The day before, we had been on lots of hot, deserty hikes, and this hike was overcast and also, okay, I'll just look. We were in Star Wars. One thing we found really quickly was that wherever we thought we were supposed to go, we were not supposed to go to. Think you're gonna go there? Nope. Here. How about this? Wrong again. Eventually, we reached the next trail marker and noticed really quickly that we were in the wrong area. There was another couple behind us who seemed lost as well. Turns out we were supposed to turn left at the beginning of the hike, and both of us turned right, which meant that our simple little 7.5-mile hike wasn't exactly a really simple little 7.5-mile hike anymore. We planned a loop that would eventually take us back to our car. According to a park ranger, we would find a ladder to climb up and climb back down, as well as a narrow area. It was really confusing to find our way around because although there were little cairns, I learned they were called, there were very few markers that had the names of the hikes, and there were a lot of different pathways. We successfully found the ladder and continued hiking until we reached this cave thing. We were so excited until we weren't. This is the narrow section? So yeah, here's me crossing the cave.
Crap. Not close enough. If you're scared, get close to the ground. It looks a lot better like that. Crap.
You got this.
Log, I am dead now. Why is this freaking thing narrow?
We were finally nearing the end of the hike, which was a relief because it was getting dark and we still had an hour-and-a-half car ride to the hotel. At this point, I started going a little crazy. I was still having tons of fun, don't get me wrong, but I was also on the verge of breaking. There was a conversation I had with my little brother about one of the splits in the hike that we had reached, and it was one of those conversations where only one person understands what's going on. When my little brother still didn't understand what I was saying, after I explained it to him very slowly, I dropped to the ground in exasperation and bumped my head. That was fun. Finally, though, we found a rock that we'd passed on the entrance to the hike. My mom said that she had mentally named the rock Felipe. The name fit him. He was pretty chill. When we made it back to the car, we checked how far we had walked. My dad's watch said about 12.2 miles, my brother's watch said 13. So I'm calling it we walked 13 miles rather than our measly 7.5 we were gonna do. Holy crap. Now, what would I rate this hike out of 1 to 10 stars? A solid 9. I'm actually not being sarcastic. The hike was so pretty, and I would absolutely recommend it if it weren't for the confusing markers and the fact that my pants had rubbed me so much by the second half of the hike that as I am writing this, the inside of my thigh has a big red bulge that I am absolutely not drawing because that's disgusting.
So right here is about the point that I realized I was going to make an animation, about 4 miles to go. Hi YouTube people. Bye YouTube people.